Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Munioluwa Ogunleye. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my long distance relationship experience and 5 lessons that I've learned from long distance relationship. But please, if you've not subscribed to this YouTube channel, please subscribe, like, share, comment, spread the good news about this channel. And do not forget to turn on your notification bell so that when new videos drop, you'll be one of the first to be notified. So let's go to the full gist. This is a gist video, so stay tuned. So myself and my husband started dating when I was in year three and he was in year four, so we were like a year apart. And so when he graduated and he went to serve, that is when our long distance relationship started. When he was serving, I was still in my fifth year because I studied law. And when he was done with service, I was going to law school. And so did my law school in Enugu in Nigeria, while he was back to Lagos after his service year. So that was like 2 years. So when I was wrapping up my law school, he already gained admission for his PhD in the United States. So it was really funny because the day I finished my law school exam on Friday, he was traveling to United States on Sunday. So I had to come back to Lagos on Saturday, and for one thing or the other, I could not see him on Saturday until Sunday morning when I went to meet him at the airport. So for like we are doing long distance relationship for 2 years, and I felt like it was a little bit easy because we're in Nigeria, and I came home for Christmas and from law school, and he also was in Lagos. So we saw during that Christmas time, and we saw during my law extension period. We tried to see as often as possible when he's close from work, and when I close from work, we try to hang out and we go to eateries. Like we spend so much time going to movies, like that. Then he gained admission for his PhD. Then he came to the United States. I can't forget. So 2018, yes, because I finished from law school 2018. Technically, we already spent like 2 years long distance relationship in Nigeria. Then he moved to the United States. So that's when long distance relationship started. Because United States is not something that I can say, let me go, I'll let me come and visit you. Because the whole stress of visa and everything. And it was really a tough time for us because after I traveled, I went to NYSC and I served in a Christian fellowship. It's called NCCF. So I served in NCCF as state executive, and NCCF is a very busy. It was a busy year for me, and because I was serving in an executive capacity, it affected our relationship because number one, time difference. Time difference was an issue, and also calling was an issue. There are times where I was, there is no network, there's no good internet network. That I have to call from Nigeria to the US. Like I spend a lot. I spend a lot in calling, and I also have to and one of the things that we did that really helped was that as I'm making friends while he was not around, I make sure to talk about my relationship, my long distance relationship. Like, and I also introduce my friends here to him, and he also introduced his friends that he's making in the United States to me. So I have like most of his friends' number that were in the US, and he have like some of my friends' number in Nigeria that if he tried to reach me and I'm not available, he knows who to call to reach out to me. And so that's one of the ways we're able to put boundaries because we always talk about our relationship even though we are like miles apart. And we also try to he always send me gifts for my birthday. I always send him gifts, try to send him gifts for his birthday. Converting naira to dollars was not beans. But one of the things that helped me was that he puts me like in a monthly allowance. So yeah, so we try to like reach out to each other in gifts as an expression of love. And we did that for like 2 years. Or yeah, 2 years. So we are like in long distance relationship for like 2 years, and it was really I f- the pro- now it may sound very funny now that I'm saying it, but then it was really stressful, and And there are times where like significant events in my life that it was not there and I wish he was there, and significant event in his life that he wish I was there and I was not there. And it was really a big thing. We're all constantly having issues because one of the mistake we're doing then was that we always settle fights through text message. I won't advise that because there's a tendency for each other, we misinterpret each other's text message, especially when we're settling issues. And but to the glory of God, we plan to reconnect in 2020. Then the COVID struck. He was supposed to come to Nigeria to see my family and for us to reconnect. Then he will go back, and then I would try to come, and it did not work because of COVID. And I was supposed to attend a conference in the United States, but the conference was cancelled because of COVID. So it felt like everything was just working against us. But so I decided to apply for grad school, and I picked the state he was staying and the other states that is close by because we just wanted to mm, like bond together and spend time together. So I got my admission thankfully, and I moved to the United States in August 2021, and we got married. So that's the summary of our long distance relationship gist. And so these are the lessons. These are 5 lessons that I've learned from my long distance relationship. Number one, be committed to each other. If you want to go into long distance relationship, it takes two people for a relationship to work. If one person is putting so much effort and the other person is not putting so much effort, it makes it stressful. The distance apart is already stressful enough. You now not committing to the relationship can add extra stress to the relationship, and that is why both partner have to be committed. And another thing I learned is boundaries. One of the ways we build boundaries around our relationship, as I said earlier, was to make sure that we talk about our relationship. If you ask people that are close to my husband when it was before I came to the United States, they know money even when they've not seen me. I remember the first time I came to the church before we got married. The pastor's wife said, "So this is the money you have been talking about." So one of the things that we did that in building boundaries around our relationship is to be vocal about our relationship. We did not try to create an idea or perception around people that we are single. I used to say that I'm in a relationship. You always say my husband on my status. If you meet me today, by tomorrow, I'll introduce you to my husband. And that's the same thing that he was doing also. So that's where we're able to build boundaries around our relationship. Number three, we try not to do not settle fight through text message. We had this issue, I'm exaggerating, for 2 years, where until I started reading books about long distance relationship, that settling disputes through text message is problematic. This is because in conflict resolution, they are apart from the words, the demeanor, the facial expression, the bodily gesture convey more meanings to our spoken words. So we always had issue then that whereby we just send long message on WhatsApp, venting and point out our anger and frustration to one another, and thereby we always misinterpret sometimes what each other is saying. So we try not to settle misunderstanding through text message. Rather, we call, either voice call or video call, and we try to settle our dispute like that. And sometimes we also give each other a space to settle. We try not to say when we discuss a matter today, we must settle it today. This is because I realize that me personally, it takes me a while for me to process things. And so when even after he said I'm sorry, and we said to, I I don't know, but now I've gotten better. Then it takes me a while for me to process apology. And then we read books. One of the books that we read was Apology Language, and we that was so then we realized the best way to apologize to each other, because in that book it gives you 5 apology language, how people want to receive apology, and that really helped us. The last but not the least is that we had a a person or an impartial umpire that help us to settle our misunderstanding. And it's really important for you to be accountable. So as couples, then in relationship, then even till now in marriage, we have a particular person that we both respect and we submit to. So for example, when I do something wrong and he has tried to communicate to me that this thing I don't like it, and I'm still doing no, no, no. He will just call this person and say, this person will both submit and say, Moni is doing this and I do not like it. And the woman will come here and say, hello, hello, what's going on? And this is someone that we know that she's a very spiritually mature person. She does not take sides. She judges every of our issues based on the scripture. And so that is another lesson in a relationship. Try to have one person that both of you submit to. And this person is not related to any of us. So the person does not really have so much stake like that. So the last lesson I learned in long distance relationship is that communication. No, most time we see communication as talking, but sometimes communication can be silence. There were several days where we have called each other, and I just came back from work. I'm tired. He's running experiments, and the experiment sometimes is not working. We just pick up the call. Hello, how are you doing? How was your day? Stressful? How was the day? Not so good. And we keep quiet and don't say anything for 5 minutes. We will not say anything and we'll be on that call for 5 minutes. We'll not say one word. And then maybe I or my husband will just, okay, can we just sing a song? And we'll just sing. We have like favorite song that we both sing together. And just, okay, babe, good night. I love you. And that is all. So most time communication really is beyond words. Communication is expression of love. Another way we communicate love, communicate in our relationship is to communicate love. And that's like my husband always send good morning text and good night text. I always send good morning text and good night text, just to make the person know that although I can't talk to you as much as I can, but I want you to know that you're in my heart. And another thing that we do is that beyond phone call, we text a lot. Like we send message a lot. Like some we send voice notes a lot. Every way to keep communicating is really, really important. You need to keep communicating to show that you really appreciate this person. So I hope that you learned one or two things from my long distance relationship experience. I'm going to drop more content about long distance relationship in weeks to come because I'm working on a project on for long distance relationship, and I hope to help those in long distance relationship because with the increase of people migrating to another country for greener pasture or for school, there's now, and even with the increase of online dating, there's now an increase in long distance relationship. And I really hope that this video will meet you at the point of your needs if you're in a long distance relationship. Thank you so much for stopping by. It means a lot to me. And please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. And do not forget in 2024, take those baby steps, take those small steps because great things, great achievements, great wealth, greatness is built on the premise of small baby steps. So we meet again next time. Thank you so much. Bye bye.